This video is intended to help you develop safe operating practices when using Genie scissor lifts. The safety standards and procedures developed by Genie and presented here are based on many published safety standards, including the latest release of ANSI A92.6. Before operating a scissor lift, you must read and understand the operator's manual and the responsibilities manual. The Responsibilities Manual helps you understand the responsibilities of dealers, owners, users, and operators as required by ANSI A92.6. This standard clearly places the responsibility for safe machine operation in your hands. The Operator's Manual details every aspect of operation according to 5 principles of safe machine operation. These 5 principles are: avoid hazardous situations, always perform a pre-operation inspection, always perform function tests prior to use, inspect the workplace, only use the machine as it was intended, avoid hazardous situations. Failure to read, understand, and obey the instructions and safety rules in these manuals and on the machine will result in death or serious injury. Safe machine operation starts with an understanding of safety hazards and their possible causes to avoid. The hazards range from electrocution, tip-over, fall and collision hazards, to explosion, fire, and damaged machine hazards. Let's start with electrocution hazards. Genie scissor lifts are not electrically insulated. That means there is no protection for the operator or the scissor lift from electrical shock as a result of contact or close proximity to power lines or any other electric charge. Be aware of and maintain safe distances from power lines and any other electrically charged devices. When it comes to tip-over hazards, common sense is the rule. You need to consider if your planned activity will affect the lift capacity and stability of the scissor lift, number of people and amount of tools or equipment on the platform, wind strength, ground conditions or slope, pushing or pulling objects outside the platform, drive speeds, overhead obstructions, or using the scissor lift for anything other than its intended purpose. To avoid falling, do not climb or stand on the platform guardrails. Keep your feet on the floor of the platform at all times, and do not climb down from the platform when raised. Avoid collisions by being aware of how and where the scissor lift is moving and where obstructions are. Prior to each use, you should inspect the work site and familiarize yourself with ground and overhead obstructions. There are explosion and fire hazards associated with batteries and fuels. Do not operate the machine if you smell liquid propane gas, diesel, gasoline, or other explosive substances. Keep sparks, flames, and lighted tobacco away from the machine. You must evaluate the condition of the scissor lift prior to use. A damaged or malfunctioning machine must never be used. Always perform a pre-operation inspection. To find out what condition the machine is in, you must complete a thorough pre-operation inspection and function test prior to each work shift. A specific pre-operation inspection checklist is listed in the operator's manual for each Genie scissor lift. The pre-operation inspection is a visual inspection performed by the operator and designed to discover if anything is apparently wrong with the machine before the operator performs the function tests. Always perform function tests prior to use. The function tests are designed to discover any malfunctions before the machine is put into service. Operators must follow the step-by-step instructions listed in each scissor lift operator's manual to test all machine functions. If damage, malfunctions, or any variation from factory-delivered condition are discovered, the machine must be tagged and removed from service. Repairs to the machine must be made by a qualified person. Then re-inspect and test the machine before operating it. Inspect the workplace. The workplace inspection helps the operator determine if the workplace is suitable for safe machine operation. It should be performed by the operator prior to moving the machine to the workplace. You need to be aware of and avoid hazardous situations, like drop-offs or holes, bumps, debris, and overhead obstructions and high-voltage conductors. Only use the machine as it was intended. Only trained and authorized personnel may operate a scissor lift. Protect against unauthorized use by removing the key if the machine is to be left unattended for even a short period of time. Remember, it is your responsibility to understand and follow all safety rules and operating instructions in the Operator's Manual and Responsibilities Manual. If you require assistance with any aspect of safety or operation, call your authorized Genie Scissor Lift dealer. Improper and/or unauthorized use of any scissor lift can kill. Follow the 5 principles of safe machine operation. Avoid hazardous situations. Always perform a pre-operation inspection. Always perform function tests prior to use. Inspect the workplace. Only use the machine as it was intended.